Yo, 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 hello, everybody. This will be part 21 for this episode of The Devil is in the Detail map. And here we had Crack Hack going for after purple. I was also going after teal next turn. But there's one thing that I should do actually. I think it's possible to reach from this CD to here, to Nila. So I'm not too worried about that. However, what I'm kind of like want to do here is that I haven't really seen the Grail anywhere, and I think it would be best to buy out some hero to go and dig for it. That would be nice. Yeah, Grave is gone also from this land, so let's just buy out the random hero for the Grail. In this case I can just go and grab it maybe. Let's also make sure that we can get a boat. Yeah. So yeah, how is everybody? I mean, it's been a while since I made this video actually, like, oh my god. Actually I think this like penalty of the sea is a little bit too much. So that's why I need 2 heroes, because to save 1 day, it's 1 day of digging out the Grail. And it would be good for me if there is no Grail taken yet, so that would be good. So now I'm fine to hit the end of the turn here. Let's see, where is everybody? Okay, there was another teal hero there. This teal hero wants to get the town, but they are allied with pink, so it's not possible in this middle area right now. Yeah, and one more thing is actually that how to approach this problem over here, right? Def, I think I can take him out in the regular battle. So at some point I'm going to attack him with my main hero. However, where was this guy? Grave, yeah? Yeah, Grave. This guy is not possible to take out in the real fight. So what I have to do here is whether collect a lot of army in like through many months and get truckload of stats and then contest him after. Like after a short while, and I would be controlling basically all the map except for one town at this point. Maybe I could do that he dies out somehow, but that would be questionable. So yeah, there's in total 3 ways that I could do this. One way is to contest him in the fight. That requires me more stats and more army, that's for sure. And it also requires me to have basically his necropolis towns under the ground. Idea number 2 is that I could basically armor bomb him if he doesn't have Shackles of War. So I don't know if this hero has Shackles of War. In this case, if he doesn't have it, then I could do like just Armageddon to him and then run with my hero or something like that. So that would be an option. And yeah, the third way, I think I mentioned it already, was that he dies out in the like when after I take all his cities basically. So this is the idea how to tackle this guy. The others shouldn't be too much of an issue here. So let's just I mean, I'm going to run around the map and just give you a brief tour about other kind of things that I was busy with in the meanwhile. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, the main thing is that I get this hero out from the play. So yeah, actually it's been like how much time from now? I think it was like almost 2 weeks actually from when I last uploaded this video, so I'm not very familiar with all these crowns over here right now, because I don't remember everything that I did. And yeah, I'm lacking some genies, but it's not that necessary anymore, so I mean that's fine. Shouldn't be too much of an issue. Let's also slow you. Oh my god, that was laggy. Well, I mean, okay, get that one Titan then. So where was the other purple guy? Yeah, it's been like 2 weeks. A lot that happened in political scene as well. Sometimes I will speak about that, but there is very crazy stuff going on all the time. Yeah, the tariffs were stopped like in July. They are going back, and something like this, and there was like huge negotiations Negotiations with China, obviously, because they have like tariffs of 145% or crazy stuff like that. So yeah, it's been very interesting developments, I would have to say, and also Russian economy is suffering because the oil price is dropping. So that's one way to do it, I would say. Ryland, let's also check you. Yeah, the hero himself is not that strong, but he has a lot of army actually. That's one thing that I'm worried about. However, let's see. Maybe I could collect some of more of these castle units here. I bought out all from here. Did I buy out all from here also? Kind of. I mean, I just want swordmen and then the archangels. That's the idea. Could get the ogre magi as well. Armitage. They could help me as well. So let's go to Gildar. Because yeah, the thing is that Nila is requiring more army basically for the upcoming fights, and it would be good to buy out some of these troops that would be good in those fights there. So actually I'm going to buy out the zealots as well. Might regret it later when I have to gather more important troops. Oh my god, I wasted my movement. Okay, anyways, let's go to electrizing, right? Yeah, and hit that here. Because Nila is waiting for this army to be able to go to the place that she needs to go there. Yeah, we need to go there. Wait. I wanted to give you these. Also, I didn't have Admiral Sat for her. So I do need somebody to deliver that. Definitely not him, because he needs to basically dig. Maybe he can dig right here next turn. Yeah, Corkis is busy as well. He needs to take out Teal's towns there. And I'm pretty sure that they had actually... Yeah, the thing about this is that definitely the towns will be the ones that have the mines here. So in this peninsula or island, whatever you call it, I think here is one town. I don't know where's the entrance to the here, because sometimes this way looks like blocked, so I'm going this way. There might not be here a town, because this might be an area where I could get basically more angels. That wouldn't be too bad either. But the thing about angels now is that actually they are not helping me too much in the final fight. In the final fight I will need better troops than angels, and that's the issue there. Also, let's do something like that. Oh, I give the Armageddon's blade away already, or not the Armageddon's blade, but I was thinking more of the how was it called? Yeah, this cursed ground here. Cursed ground is a little bit... I will do something like distribute some of these haspits here, because it doesn't look like big stacks there. Yeah, something like this. Yeah, cursed ground, I will take some losses, but that should be fine in general. I wouldn't be worried too much about it. Also, let's check the time, because right now it's 9:38. I think I started like 8 minutes ago, so 10:30 I will end. Yeah, let's wait, because I don't want everybody to hit my very important stack there. Yeah, let's do that. I'm lacking a little bit of aspects like that, but somebody has to take the hit basically. Okay, let's wait for the next turn, just get it with one bite. Yeah, so lacking some haspies. Yeah, I think there should be a town over there, right? Or where is it? Is it like underneath there or something? In this case I'm going to actually pass by here, because to Do I want for the final fight the Fire Lake? I don't think so. Don't get me wrong, I mean many of these are good units, but the thing is that in the final fight I will need more like fortress units maybe, and you know, I already have the Cove units. So Fortress, Cove and maybe Stronghold units would be the best bet there. Also, let's see who has the Admiral that you have one. Who else has one? Well, I kind of have to do that first, right? Cannot do any town portals or anything with Jeremy yet. Let's do that fight first. Yeah, looks like Darkstorm isn't too much either right now. That is yeah, so political scene has changed a lot, and then also actually where was I all this time? Like some of you might be interested in this, not all of you, but I would do a little bit of good propaganda here actually. And why is because I think it's a nice way to share these things with you guys, because you guys are basically, oh wow, what a fool am I. Okay, you guys are basically my biggest community, because even if I watch my work, I don't have that many connections as like, you know, 600 views or something on my videos. So I'm going to share actually a kind of like a travel story for you guys. Oh, okay. Okay, so I think that's pretty much the idea that I have to dismiss you. Let's also take all the spells here. I mean, there might be some spells that I still don't have, so let's take those. Yeah, that is where the grail was. That is where the grail was. I cannot dig it out anymore because it's already dug out, and yeah. Okay, let's also take a look at here. That's 2,500. Yeah, because I need to plan this first before I start like just running around the map basically. It looks like 11,000 skeleton warriors there. I was thinking more of like 3,000 range there, like zombies, but 11,000 is way too much there. It's just too much, bro. Too many. Let's make sure that I get the Admiral's hat to Nila there. While I'm here, then I might as well buy out some more phoenixes there. Yeah, you have the Admiral's hat, yeah, okay. Give you those. Oh, one step short, come on. That was a Conflux Zero as well, like she started with the Pixie, that means that she would be faster than most of the guys. Okay, so the next one in the line is kind of Crag Hack here. Kind of Crag Hack. Where was I? I was in Venderin. What was it? Wintu, Magnetim? No, Massane. How I watch these easier is that you watch from the map here. That where is the closest, or there's marks with red square there basically. Okay, give you those, give you that. Crag Hack is carrying a bunch of lumber as well. That's going to be very interesting. Okay, let's give you, I mean, half of these. And the Admiral's Cap. Then in this case you can go further and you can actually start running to the towns. Yeah, let's go here. And not taking any penalty from here. Now I need to check the layout here. It's also one important thing to notice here actually. As for this area, I need to visit that as well, um, because maybe after I take the towns, because I will need the Hydra Growth, and Hydra Growth is something that I could use in the final fight. Is basically the idea there. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, 3 Kremlin, or not Kremlin, Zealots. I'm not too mad about losing them. Okay, then we have Jeremy still available, and yeah. So yeah, basically the travel story now. The travel story is that we actually went to Turkey, right? And Turkey is somewhere in the Mediterranean area. So they used to have like this kind of they have a very big resort there, basically called Antalya. And Antalya is not the capital, because capital is in the like middle of the Turkey. There's the government there, and also in Istanbul there is something like a big city that you can pass by with planes and stuff, because they have Turkish Airlines, which is a very big company in the world. And yeah, Antalya is somewhere in the coastline, in the south of Turkey, and there's a lot of tourists there, like just taking some bathing and doing all those trips around Turkey and etc. This is actually very good way of like resting yourself out, basically. So that's what we did there, and it was actually very nice travel in general, because basically we were, even though we are traveling with you know, with the baby, right? I mean, with the baby it's very difficult to travel, and we kind of fell into this trap as well, because the trap was basically that, you know, many people complain about the flight, right? Long flights with babies crying and etc. I mean, many people don't understand that with the babies it's basically impossible to not really wait, where was the army here? Not go without crying, but if you like over exaggerate there, if you are like saying that okay, the baby was crying all the time, then it's obviously not true, because baby is not crying all the time. And that's what happened with us as well, that you know, baby cries at certain amount of times. And since that flight was actually like in the night time, it was a 3-hour flight, right? And it was a night time. In the night time, well, I can tell my story while I'm summoning boats here. Well, anyways, in the night time there was you know, the baby has the sleep schedules, basically, that he or she is going to sleep like from 7 or something like that, or from 8 usually, how it goes, and then they stop sleeping in the one step of short here. I think it still should be fine there. It's pretty far away from that town, right? Yeah. 3,100 movement, by the way. I'm going to stay here then. Yeah, I should be still able to reach. So I'm going in the distance just like that. One more guy. Maybe I could visit that abbey over here. Let's see. So yeah, the baby doesn't like to be waking up in the middle of the night. Who would like that, right? Nobody likes this. You can rest here, you can rest here. That should be done like that. And I don't need you anymore. Okay. Yeah, because the Grail is already tagged out, so... oh my god, I'm so stupid, mate. I just TP'd away and didn't use anybody to tackle him. Yeah, that's I'm not fully focused actually on the game. That's why I was like sharing my traveling story, but that's just an excuse. So yeah, let's take the teal out for sure. But after I deal with that guy, Cider, right? I'm a little bit worried that I might not have enough movement after the fight, but I think I still should be having that. I'm pretty sure that I will have the fight enough movement there. Okay, let's just go and do the fight. Armageddon's blade on this guy as well. Yeah, let's do Armageddon. They have devils, so I'm going to resurrect now. Yeah, so the baby was actually very calm when we went to the trips and everything there, but he or she, I don't want to like reveal the gender for you, but the thing is that they weren't calm after like in the trips there, while we are going to the like very interesting trips. Actually, Turkey is very good at like history and all these things. Like I mean, there was Greeks controlling it for some time. It was very cool, like to see that what kind of area did they control and so on. And also they had a lot of artifacts there that you could basically see, and you could go to this kind of tours to the museum and to the ancient cities and to the basically like amphitheaters, all these things. Like in my opinion, like I'm very fascinated by the history and stuff, and this is a very neat part of the history, I would say. Very cool. Like if you have seen the movie 300, for example, like all this Spartan stuff, very nice, and I mean very cool as well. So yeah, they're kind of defending that land there. Okay, time to go there. Magnetim. Where was Magnetim? Here. Yeah, here. Okay. So yeah, the baby was actually very calm in the travel to the ancient city and in the travel to the to every kind of place. Where like the Santalia itself was very cool, like tourist hotspot that you could go around and see the mosques, all this kind of like Adrian Gate and museums. Very cool there. I mean, very beautiful nature there. I would have to say that very you would see that there's like mountains and Mediterranean Sea is very beautiful. The color is like as blue as it can get, basically, and that's very much something that not everybody has, you know. Like where I live, the color of the sea is like, I don't know, like gray, you know, and gray is not like the best color of the sea for sure. When you are dreaming about sea, then you're dreaming about light blue or stuff like that. Let's do that. You hit here. Could resurrect somebody as well, but let's slow them first. I mean, I'm not stingy on the spell points right now. So yeah, like in the airport, the thing is that even if it's like you know, 3-hour flight like we had, then still there is some things like you know, like boarding on a plane is sometimes going to be very difficult, and those things like it takes a lot of time. Basically, you have to be in the airport how much time earlier? All the time. It's yeah, let's see. Let's resurrect you. Did I check? Yeah, done. Okay. So yeah, in the lines of the airport, basically. Sorry, I'm really bad at talking right now because I'm not used to the streaming yet. I mean, I was just doing a couple of videos recently, but I wasn't doing it for a long time, so excuse me for that. But anyways, yeah, the baby cried when we were boarding the plane. So in the airport you go like 2 hours before, but when the flight is in the night, then you have 1 hour basically that you have to wake yourself up and brush your teeth and all that before the flight. So that's going to be pretty difficult to do sometimes. the army and the artifacts here. Let's see what else we can take. I think he could go for the next town here, honestly. Yeah, next turn. I have clothes also, yeah. He can scout around this area as well, it's very nice for him. I'm not taking any stats with these guys because like Nila and Crack Hack and basically those guys can do the final fight, the others cannot. Since there is only like Def and Crave left, so yeah. What else? What to do with you? Let's go to Crack. I mean, not Crack, but the other one, Armitage. So when I need those heroes, then I'm going to move them, but not yet. Yeah, let's just rest here because this is giving me a lot of movement for the next turn. Alright. Yeah, the purple, I'm not sure if he has the water walk or not. But Teal definitely needs to do something soon because he's getting out of town very soon. So the baby cried when we boarded the plane, and also cried later when we were coming back from the plane. So basically, you know, when the plane lands, right? You have like 3-hour flight. Okay, so you get to the airport first, or no, let's take it like this way. So you waked up 1 hour before 2 hours that you need to be at the airport. Then you drive or go to the airport somehow with the public transport. Whatever you do, it takes also an hour or something like that. So it's already 2 hours wasted. Then you are in the airport 2 hours before. Okay, you do this all this check-ins and security check and passport control and stuff like that. But other than that, it's I mean, it's going to be I mean, the flight itself is already like when you board the plane. After you board the plane, you are waiting in a line to board the plane first because they need to get all these stairs up and all these breaches up there, and then they start to call your number. There is also a line there of boarding the plane, and then you have to actually find a seat in the plane, right? And after the flight is over, I mean 3 hours is over flight, you have to wait until you embark from the plane. So basically what you do is that you're going back from the plane to the ground, and that everyone wants to be like the first person out. That's for all the time that is going to be like that. And then there's a huge line waiting until they're putting those breaches up again, that you order the buses, whatever is the airport, how big is the airport, I don't know. So yeah, you kind of have to wait for that as well. So the baby cried when we were actually coming back and was disembarking from the plane. So yeah, that was pretty rough, I would say, because we had to wait for like half an hour there. People were like standing up, taking their luggage already and stuff like that. I mean, that's pretty difficult thing to do there, especially when you have crying baby and then you're like you know, in front of every people and stuff like that. So traveling with kids is very stressful, and I mean, the baby is okay until you wake them up. So they can sleep on a plane, there's no problem. Like in the flight time, a 3-hour flight, you just sit down, feed the baby, and the baby will be okay and sleeping. But when you have to, like in the middle of the night, when you have to go from the plane to the ground, then the baby needs to wake up for that. And that's going to be the issue that I'm talking about here. Okay, let's go to landing here. Yeah, you come out first. Oh my god, no way, wait, pause here. Okay, I unpaused a little bit because the thing is that actually what happened was that yeah, I have to do the turn again. The error occurred and then the game shut itself down. Maybe the game got tired of my travel stories already. But yeah, those who haven't been to Turkey, I think it's a very nice place to visit. That was actually a very nice trip in my opinion, and yeah, let's try to do this fight the same way as we did, kind of. Yeah, okay. Well, a little bit differently, but still almost the same. How many of here? Yeah, so I highly recommend you to go to Turkey, because that's actually a very underestimated place. And the most amazing fact about beach holidays, guys, especially in the places like Turkey, is that it's all included. Like you pay for something that is basically you're going to the hotel, and then you're going to see the you're going to eat the best food with all you can. Like you have not only the breakfast, but also this lunch and dinner and everything like that, and the food itself is like a buffet, right? All you can eat, all you can drink as well. So the bar is for free. You can drink as much beer as you want, you can drink as much wine as you want, as many cocktails as you want, basically. You can have like water, tea, coffee, everything for free. Not for free, you obviously paid for it, but it's like all included stuff. So seafood, there's also like chicken that is very popular there. They don't have much pork, obviously, because of the religious regions, and also not so many beef options that I saw, but sometimes there is like a kebab or meatballs or stuff like that. So yeah, that's pretty interesting there. Okay, let's go to landing. So that was a very nice part of the trip for sure, that I was a big fan of. Yeah, I cannot definitely challenge Grave here. They're just going to take my town back. I couldn't challenge him as well, I think. I will have to make a new run for it. Looks like the city itself is there. Yeah, looks like it's here. No, I want to resurrect here. Okay. Do that. Right, get this one spell power. So now, let's see, Derek was goes to the sea. So yeah, if you want, you can basically there go and explore and meet these amphitheaters and all these museums, and oceanarium they have as well. Pretty good for the kids. Also a lot of water parks, very good for the kids. I mean, kids like to play with water and stuff like that, so yeah, they are very fascinated by that option there. Do I have to walk all this way with corgis? I think actually a better way is to do something like that right now. You have the shoes and these both. Okay, so with corgis actually I'm going to start collecting the libraries. I should have done it a long time ago, but I wanted to take a CD first from the underground, since he was the fastest one there. Yeah, I'm going to take also these ones that are on the way there. So Nila could take that. She has the, no, she didn't have the Admiral's cap, but I think she could be the one that is walking from there. Yeah, from Gehenna. Let's go back to Gehenna. Take that army. Yeah, so somebody can give her the Admiral's cap and the army, just Admiral's cap next turn, and she can go to the boat. Alright, so what else can we do? What would be the fast way to do things? I mean, I'm kind of faster than these guys are, right? I don't know how close is their down in the underground, but yeah, definitely could visit that now. 2400 movement, I don't think he has that much. I'm also going to bait him a little bit here, leaving some units here. So actually, yeah, the plan is actually, since he's here, right, then I could kind of check out what he has. Because the question is that if he has Shackles of War. So he has someone elemental. Most likely the air magic with it. Stats are really crazy, that we already know, but just to see if looks like Ring of Oblivion is not in the battle. What else can we do? I mean, I could lightning bolt immunity. Wait a second. Frost Ring also doesn't do any damage, and Magic Arrow doesn't. Okay. Yeah, this means that actually this guy has the power of the Dragon Father set. Yeah, so only level 5 spells for his troops affect him. And that means that all I can cast is basically Implosion or Summon the Elemental, right? Against him. So that's a good way to know that he cannot cast Resurrection or Animate Dead, but at the same time, yeah, he cannot cast Resurrection or Animate Dead. Also, he has only 1 luck, and I should have taken some luck, maybe see how much luck would I have in this battle, but doesn't look like I have. Yeah, facing Ghost Dragons is -1. Yeah, looks like he doesn't have any kind of things that is like preventing me from having morale and luck. That's good to know as well. So power of the Dragon Father. That means that I cannot cast Armageddon on him. I could only implosion him. Yeah, this Armageddon tactic is kind of off limits now, but implosion tactic could be. Also, he doesn't have any speed artifacts. Okay. Alright, just in case, I'm going to check one more time. Did somebody have army? No. Elashar. Let's see if resurrection works or something. Oh wait. I had to take the luck first. Well, anyways, let's see. Yeah, resurrect I can do. Okay. Then just, yeah, good combat. It's fine. Yeah. So I could implo bomb him. Maybe I should do some stuff here. Because obviously I have some speed artifacts. Did I try to run here? I didn't try to run. Why didn't I try to run? I'm so stupid. Yeah, I should be trying to run there. Because then I can see if he has shackles or not. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to sacrifice a lot of troops here, but yeah. Let's also do that this time. Okay, surrender. Shackles of War. Yeah. Okay. So both Death and Grave have actually the shackles. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's make sure that he loses some guys. And go for the library, I guess. Or do you think maybe I should go here? Maybe honestly I should go here. I mean, Sepchenna Sepinrov has a little bit of spell points, but that's fine. I don't think she can actually beat me, right? Yeah, let's see what's on the ground. I've been avoiding this area for all the game here. Ballista specialist. I didn't need to lose them. So yeah, more about Turkey is that actually what is very you notice it basically right away there is that there's a lot of Russians and Russian speaking people, right? Yeah, like in Thailand, I really remember that in Thailand when I went there like a couple of years ago or something, then it was the same. Like all the time you could hear Russian speaking people on the streets, and there's like places that is basically like a restaurant or something that says that here you can speak Russian and here you can like order in Russian and stuff like that, you know, and people are like, oh, I can do that, you know. I know it's a big language and stuff, but at the same time, like, Russians never really had to learn any other language than themselves, than their own language, basically. Okay, I have to get those guys out. This guy can resurrect, I guess. Okay. Yeah, he cannot reach. Okay. Good to know that he doesn't have that much movement. Could also take that back. Well, I'm going to think about what to do with Jeremy very soon. Okay. Yeah, this is what I was speaking about here. Sometimes these entrances here are like blocked from one way. That means that I can only use one of the ways to access these cities. Yeah, maybe we can reach this turn. Slow. Yeah, there's a little bit of ouch, but cannot do too much about it. Because it's a cursed ground and I cannot get my troops back. And I thought then yeah, this city is accessible. If I went there into the lighthouse, then it would have not been. Also, let's do something like this as well. Get that with the scout. Okay, so there's should be one more city underneath here, right? Yeah, one more city there. Because I remember that I opened Mutare last time here. So I need to get somebody there. to travel there basically. Somebody, maybe you crack hack. Yeah, let's go to Blackburn. Not taking the stables because next turn I will need new stables anyway, so yeah. Let's just directly start going sailing there. Sail away, sail away, sail away. Oh wow. Trap. Alright, then we have, yeah, you just to be here. Yeah, he needs to collect all these goodies here. I do need attack and defense, but I think that's a little bit off-road there. Yeah, to the library. Here is better stuff, I mean, arena here, plus, yeah, those more stats here. Where was the library actually here? Don't really remember if it was like here. I should check it out. Yeah, let's check it out. This guy also has estates, so maybe he could just be, yeah, with advanced estates he can be here. Nila was without the admiral set. You had the admiral set, okay. So I need to go with you to here. Gehenna. Yeah, there was also this like kind of activities that you could do. Namely, it was more like yeah, let's go to Kildare, so next turn I can get more movement there. Yeah, you could do a lot of stuff there, basically, like water sports, volleyball. I mean, with volleyball it was like you were arranged with other guys, and it was very nice to be like, you know, because you can think that, oh, I don't have any friends and so on, like I cannot play like volleyball with anybody, but there you could. Wait, who was? Did I take everything here, right? I give it to somebody. I give it to Nila. This, yeah, these ones. Okay. So Nila can directly go to the boat, basically. That's on the way, so I'm going to also visit that. And with Nila, it's actually, she's actually better than Cork is for the final fight, because I need my troops alive. I need as many HP as I can, basically. I need because that's the thing, that the Hydras and stuff like that is very good with Nila. This purple guy is still running around. Oh, two guys that are coming from my towns, yeah. Damn. There was an army inside as well. There's actually an army inside here. Lightning bolt to fairy dragons. Kind of risky. Yeah, lightning bolt is better against like some of these that fly inside anyways. I hate that guy. And let's get my fairies back. Fireball. As for the fireball, I think it's best to do in somewhere that is close by. Okay, I have to take a hit here. Well, you're going to unblind him anyways, right? Ice bolt. Yeah. Okay, I do want to take out these guys maybe next, but let's wait first, because otherwise they're going to attack me with mighty gorgons or something crazy like that. And I'll go back here. Yeah, he has some spells there. I don't want to hit that also. because he would do more damage than I would do to him. And no more magic from the fairies. Don't want them to take down that many city walls, but I cannot do too much about it right now. The main thing is that these mighty gorgons cannot hit my guys as much as possible. And yeah, they can go and back and forth all the time. Okay, one more hit here. Now since these dragonflies are like a little bit smaller size, then I can... Yeah, let's also do that. Get one of these siders down. So yeah, these activities were pretty nice actually. Like I really enjoyed the volleyball, and also there was like other like darts game. I'm not very good at darts and volleyball, but it's just fun to play. You know, it's something to do there. Especially when you're like all the day you're spending like on the pool side or in the beach or something like that. You know, it would be very good to have something else to do other than just those things. Wait, is it like 2 hex? I think I should be hitting over here. Then in this way he gets extra damage from the obstacle there. So yeah, if you're thinking if you should go to Turkey or not, then I highly recommend to go. You have got nothing to lose, especially when you don't have kids, then like small kids. I mean, the big kids are kind of like teenagers. They were no issue at all for their parents. Like some of these parents have like 4 kids, all of them were teenagers as well, and they just like what do they do is that the kids complain. Okay, they complain about in the bus like a couple of times. Okay, let's say that they complain like 3 times in a bus, on a bus, but that's fine because I mean, it's not like you would die out of it. And the other thing is that they can complain a couple of times, but your baby is going to cry or needs more attention because he or she needs to eat and needs to be amused by the toys and all these things. It's much more chill with teenage kids there. You could basically drink your beer, do whatever you like, and they are taking care of themselves basically. That's the way it is. Okay, yeah, defense. Well, anyways, purple's heroes are gone. That's very nice. So one less problem to worry about here. Yeah, Crackhack needs to do this. City over here needs to take that. I mean, against this army, it's kind of fine. Okay, which way was it? From here. Yeah, okay. I'm just wondering if Crackhack would actually win against Sepchenna there, because he might not. Okay, there was only that here. Actually, speaking of those, what speed are they? 11, right? Okay, then in this case, I'm going to run. I'm going to put him in the city, so this way he can earn me some more money. Okay, guys, get you the stables, get some angels in the army. Yeah, let's also hit that boat over here. Which way did I have to go? So that was around here, yeah? That's one of the islands that I need to take, and that would be the other one. Okay, let's go to the right then. Also, I would like to get that town back that was... Let's see their turns. Where purple is out. There was one in the stronghold. Okay. Let's get that stronghold guy first. Stronghold Island there. Yeah, here. Ain was in Dracos Breath. Dracos Breach. Yeah. Okay. So what else? Now I needed to take back this city over here, Fentelin. So for this we're going to Whistletail. Get some more angels. Yeah, so let's get it back next turn. I also don't have shoes on him, that's very weird. He was swapping some stuff and now he doesn't have shoes. Okay, yeah, these guys are just for collecting the armies, but right now I don't need to really do it, right? So yeah, where was this freaking library there? Ah, I think it was here. Yeah, I think it was here. So let's take those stats here. And now it's the right time to go for the library. Massane. Well, that's very long detour as well. Okay, yeah, I do need to know also where is the library over here, because every area has one of the libraries, and usually it's very well hidden there. So let's go to Rainhaven, and start exploring before my main hero has to do it. Alright, so that would be that. Okay, so next turn would be the last turn actually for this playthrough, because I just checked the time, it's already like 10:30. And this episode will be released actually tomorrow, and I'm going to make episode 22 also tomorrow. Yeah, I still didn't find the library. Maybe I should go there. Manticores I don't really need to in my army. I don't prefer them over the other troops. I do want to take that down back. Thank you very much. Let's see if this is enough. Nope. 2 more. Okay, where was the other guy? Somebody was close by here, right? Yeah, they went to the boat of Wenderen. Wait, is that even accessible without the Admiral's cap there? I don't think so. Really good result there. Okay, yeah, could be going with her to the. I definitely don't want to do it with Corgis, right? Huh. Wait, who else was? Did I have one more guy somewhere? Before I forget about him or her, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I need a good hero to take me some fights like that. Okay, so actually I can reach him. What was his stats again? Okay, not too bad actually. So theoretically I could do it with Caitlyn or somebody. Lavetta maybe. Yeah, let's go with Lavetta actually. What was it? Fenderin, right? I'm just going to have to convince first. Yeah, should be no problem, right? Just resurrect everybody when needed. First for cure. Okay, probably cannot run from this fight, but I mean he can run from that fight, and there's not much I could do about it. However, still worth a try of blind. Yeah. Okay. Take pathfinding to her. Now armor not really useful right now because I mean water magic could be good, but she's kind of like a scout that collects stuff, so I think pathfinding for her isn't too bad. Let's take the army back to Fenderin. Fenderin. And that's why you keep some heroes of what was it? The closest one was here, right? Yeah, here. Crack. Let's grab her the logistics as well, then she can start buffing that. Theoretically, I think the best way is to just TP away to somewhere safe. Right, yeah, with you we need to visit the library for sure. And then I need to start going to other libraries. I visited that already, visited that one, definitely visited that one, right? Yeah. There was one more over here somewhere that should be taken. I guess about the layout of this map is that they have this island like that. So I guess it might be in this island here. Let's go to Armitage. Take that before the other one. Okay, you can basically take the stables and stay here. Maybe refill the spell points as well. Yeah, let's do the Flug and Mills. And get back to Crag. Okay. Yeah, as for Nila, I think she needs to go and take the other city next turn. There was nobody here, right? Just to worth check. For the new towns, it's usually good to double check if there was anybody hiding somewhere or not. Yeah, looks like this town will be taken soon. There's nobody underneath here. But yeah, here there's only on the right there's one guy. So that will be later for Nila. Okay. So that's that. So yeah, part 21, sorry. Part 21 was like that. I think I need to shape my language skills a lot again because yeah, since I was speaking a little bit of Russian also because I needed to study it at the school, but anyways, yeah, I had to speak some Russian in Turkey. So as for the English, I kind of lost the language already with a formal way or something like that because I didn't speak it that much there. I was speaking mostly like Russian with all these vendors and stuff, and yeah, that was crazy. And even the reception of the hotel is so having language barrier against you with English. That's very interesting. And the best English speaking person that I actually saw was in the shop there. That we went to, like, with a baby cart, we went to like 2 kilometers away from the resort city, right? And that was like in the border area, suburban area or something like that. There was a big shopping center, like basically that you could, not a shopping center, but this kind of like a big supermarket that you could see. And we're like, okay, let's go there, let's see. And the prices there are super cheap, like much better than it was in our resort. And you have to be very careful with the prices. So if you want to go to Turkey, please don't go for the price that is originally displayed in the resort town or in Antalya, because Antalya is very, very famous also and notorious as well with expensive prices in some of the shops, especially the brand clothes that you might not actually even need. Because for me, for example, like I don't really want to buy like Tommy Hilfiger or Calvin Klein or stuff like that. I just want to, a nice shirt, and I have to haggle the price down because crazy about how you pay like $30 for basically a shirt, right? And you're like, yeah, well, I mean, I'm in Turkey, not in my home country and stuff like that. It should be the cheaper price, not the same price as in my country. And then I was thinking more like 10 euros or something like that. And he's like, wait, no, just go away then. And I'm like, okay, I will just leave. And then he's like, oh, wait, I'm going to give you that for 15, 15 euros, and it's yours. And I'm like, okay, well, for 15 I can still buy. But he was super angry at me, like the vendor, like crazily angry about me. And yeah, you have to kind of be, it's kind of mandatory to haggle the prices sometimes, especially about the items that you are interested in. So yeah, those that are like still watching this video, I mean, I'm not going to do any game content right now, like because I'm talking about my trip for those who are interested. So you can might as well already click episode 22. But yeah, it's you have to be really careful about what is nearby you, and also be careful about breweries and all these tourist traps, even on the highways, because they have specific places. Like when you go on a trip, like you have this travel agency, right? We went through a travel agency, and then we can buy a trip from them. So the first trip we kind of did on our own. We're like, okay, let's go to Antalya. That is like the biggest city nearby to our small town or something like that, resort town. And then we're like asking the reception, how do we get there? And they say with a bus. You go take a bus there. Okay, we take a bus. So we take a bus. They say like, okay, I ask how much for 3 people, because we're like 3 of us like traveling, taking a bus there. And he says like, okay, one. And then we're like, okay, we're going to kind of like another city center or something like that. We didn't even specify where are we going. So we were checking the price list later. There was actually like for one person it was 350, not €1. So as for making him feel better, I was actually giving him in total of €10. So a little bit of tip later when we arrived to Antalya, and where we get down from this next to the tram stop or something that takes us to the museum. And this museum was really nice. I really loved it, and there was a lot of nice view next to the museum as well, that you could definitely visit to the beach and to the mountains and all this nice sea. You could have a view platform there, really really nice. Yeah, then we went to the museum. We went to eat a kebab fast for the lunch, and then the travel agency writes us like it wasn't the second day, right? We arrived, and then we already went on the next day morning. We went to this Antalya, and then the travel agency guy writes that, wait, guys, do we want to meet up in the morning? And we're like, well, we cannot do morning because we are already in like different city. And they're like, okay, well, then we're going to meet you in the evening. Okay, we meet in the evening. And he had this kind of like a brochure or something like this flyer that you have all these trips on listed there. And there was like different kind of options, like a canyon, then this kind of hot springs that was sounding really nice, oceanarium, so this rafting, very many things that you can do, like hot air balloons, even like crazy stuff like that. So we were most interested in, obviously, like I'm interested in history, so I took this like I was more interested in this trip that they have like 3 ancient cities, or 2 ancient cities that you visit, and a boat ride and all this. And then he's like, yeah, this like the travel agency guy, even like he doesn't speak English. Like obviously I book him through some kind of middleman, but the thing is that even he doesn't speak in English. He speaks like Turkish and he speaks Russian. And then he's explaining me in Russian. I speak Russian a little bit, and I'm like, okay, it seems good to be a good trip. How much does it cost? And he says like 80 to 90 euros. And we're like, okay, we take it. And then he's like putting the price on the card, and like we're asking that why so much? Like we were speaking about 80 or 90, and he says no, it was 280 or 290. I'm like, well, I have to like kind of understand what this guy speaks in Russian very fast. And this gets me super upset, mate. Super upset. I'm like so tilted there. And anyways, we paid this because it still seems to be a reasonable price for that trip for 3 people, and it was actually worth it. And but you have to be really careful. Even like the baby was doing well. He or she didn't cry or something like that. But the thing is that. You have to be careful because they are taking with this same bus that is going to bring you to those different places. They also want you to see the tourist traps. They have contracts with the tourist trap. That means that basically they pay some fee for some kind of like, or they have these places pay to fee for these buses or tour agencies, because they know that they might get customers. And especially when you bring a bunch of Russians with a bus or something like that to the place, like a jewelry place, then they might be very interested in these items, and they are very expensive there, like this jewelry, stones and all these things. You have to be careful not to fall into the traps, and especially when you don't have that much cash with you. And the other thing is that they took us to the brewery. They speak all in Russian. I asked like in Russian, how much is this for this like wine that we just tasted, and then she says like, It's when you buy single, it's like 25. When you buy bulk, it's like 20 euros. And I'm like, with 25 euros for a bottle of wine, are you crazy? I mean, and then she explains, oh, it's organic and stuff, and I'm like, screw that. I mean, like, I don't care if it's organic or not. I mean, I just want bunch of wine, you know. It's like, when I was in like other places next to Mediterranean, like Portugal, the price of wine is super cheap. It's like, you know, 4 euros you can even get a wine bottle, and there you have to pay 25 for in Turkey. I mean, like, why? Even in my home country, you cannot pay that much for this wine bottle of wine. I mean, you have to get very fancy wine for this, and I'm like, okay, I'm not taking it. And then she's like, you know, Mister, did you want that as well? And I'm like, no, I didn't want that. It's too expensive. I already explained you. And she's very pushy with all this. She was insisting me to buy this wine because I asked her the question, and I'm like, no, I don't want it. And there was other people that was, you know, same nationality as us, and these guys were super tilted about buying the wine. Actually, they were like buying the bulk. They buy it for 20 euros. And funny thing is that they went back to the resort, and even next to our resort is in these tourist traps. The same wine was 15 euros. And yeah, they were saying already in the bus way back that if we go tomorrow to these tourist traps and find this wine for cheaper price, we're going to be very angry about this. And these guys were super tilted about all this, like, oh my god. And even I was buying the same wine from this tourist trap for 15 because I was thinking that, okay, 15 sounds a lot better than 25, you know. So in the end I ended up buying the wine, but 10 euros cheaper. And I know that sometimes as for the justification of this, I mean, everybody needs to earn their money and their salaries and all this. But what I don't like about Turkey is that some of the Russian people that have fled from the war from their country, they are like establishing their own businesses and to rip off like tourists, and not only Russians, they're like own countrymen, right? They are ripping off others as well, and all these that have money. Like, you should keep these things to the local people, I think. And especially like Turkish people are suffering through their businesses as well, like through Russian businesses that know how to speak Russians. They already have advantage because I don't think that all the Turkish speak Russian, but they only find in these areas, they only find those that can speak both Russian and Turkish for communicating with the tourists, right? Because most of the tourists come from Russia. And yeah, that's a little bit kind of unsettling problem for me, in my opinion. But in there, like, I would rather support like Turkish own people than the Russians there. Honestly, like, especially when some of these Russians, like, the things that they say is like very angry, like, makes me very angry. Like, for example, when we onboard the plane, we are flying into the same spot, and you are speaking in Russian about my family, right? You're speaking about my baby crying in front of like everybody, but and you are very tilted about this. So you have two kids with you, and you're like, oh, put this baby to sleep or something like that. You know, it's like, this is not the way that you speak in public with about my family. Like, you should be minding your own business there, and that's why I don't really like how some Russians behave. I mean, I'm not saying that all of the Russians are bad or anything like that. Of course not. And of course, there are some people that are against the war, are against like all this like brainwashing that their TV and government actually does, and all this. But from what I've seen, like, most of the Russians actually support the war, and they are angry about how is the war going right now, or they don't have freedom of speech that they can speak up against it. So those that are actually brave enough that is against the war and don't justify like taking over like Finland or Estonia or other Baltic states or Poland or Romania, Moldova, don't support taking those areas back. These guys I can accept. And those that are for peace, not about conquering new lands or conquering our lands back, they are not even your lands. I mean, how Russian is like Finland or something like that. It's not. It's Finnish people are living there, and same about this. Okay. Anyways, thank you for watching and see you next time.